Our world kind of revolves around bringing that content in, understanding it, classifying it, so on, storing it and retrieving it so that it can be used in business context.
So tell me, what kind of customers do you work with and what kind of problems do they typically have that you're trying to help them solve?
We have customers across all verticals. We work in government, finance, insurance, healthcare, kind of you name it. We've probably got a customer in those different areas. They all tend to be fairly large organizations, enterprise scale. And some of their challenges really have to do with high cost of the software and to maintain it, and their data center footprint, administration of the various systems and so on. And we're seeing ever increasing complexity around compliance, security. And particularly in our field where we deal with content so much, there's kind of a growing understanding of how much value there could be kind of locked away in their content and their data that they're not really getting to the surface. They're not able to use it in a way that's helping drive their business forward. It's more of archival.
What do you mean by content? That means a lot of different things to different people.
Yeah, in our world, it's generally documents and images. If you go back 30 years, our company would be dealing primarily with scanned images of documents.
Okay.
If you're in insurance, it might be claim forms. If you're in accounts payable, they might be invoices, right? These sorts of things. And it was they literally called it imaging back in the day because they would take these paper documents, scan them in, and they would be images. Well, that's still in play these days, but there's a lot more kind of native digital content, but that's going to be your Office documents, PDFs, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And so what we come across in our world is the need to properly classify those documents so that we can secure them and give access to the right people and not access to people who don't need it. Extract metadata so that we can find it. For instance, going back to like a claim, you'd want to have a claim number associated to a piece of content that was related to a claim. And so that would be a piece of metadata that we capture.
Yep.
And really what we're trying to offer is a fully turnkey type of solution that really allows them to focus on what they're doing as a business. And then we can seamlessly integrate into their other line of business products so that they have the content when they need it, but have the confidence that it's stored where it needs to be securely, et cetera. I love building stuff. I do, I'm a hobbyist and so on. I've actually built houses in 4 different states, and each of those states has their own environment and they have their own local way of doing stuff, their own weather, all of this stuff. And that's a challenge to kind of figure it out, but it actually translates almost exactly to an enterprise because every enterprise, a little bit of a different environment. They have all their own local things. Governments are regulated certain ways, and every state has their own laws and that sort of stuff. We focus on good process to start with. That's our bedrock, right? Get the base processes in place. And from that, we look at managing a team effectively, getting the right people in the right place at the right time, good communication between the customer, internally, creative problem solving. Stuff always comes up, right? When you're in a project, no matter construction, software, very similar. There's going to be stuff you didn't see, and you've got to be able to come up with a solution that solves the problem, but also fits the broader vision.
How do you guys work with MongoDB, can I ask?
We got introduced to Mongo a couple years ago, and they've been awesome to work with, both on the business and the technical side. They've really engaged with us. We've kind of painted this picture of a vision around being able to bring a product to market that has a much more robust infrastructure, flexible, something we can build on quickly, and really scalable. And so Mongo has really embraced that with us and has helped us drive towards that vision.